Honestly, I need to gather my thoughts. I'm angry, and I don't want to shy away from that. I'm so angry. The level of effery, the level of foolery that's taking place. What a load of nonsense, man. No, I won't hold back. We're going to talk about everything. And that's the thing. This is what I'm worried about. Because I am fasting, ladies and gentlemen. I am fasting. And I've got to be very careful what I say. I don't want to swear. But at the same time, I definitely want to let go of my anger. I want to absolutely let it rip. And I definitely don't want to hold back. Big up, Miz, brother. I'd not have bothered watching this game. It's more terrible than Leeds game. Utter cowards, Chelsea FC. Where do I even start with this, man? Like, do you know some idiot? Maybe I'll start from here. There was an idiot. I put up a post yesterday on my community page. You guys would have seen. I'm going to get to that very, very soon. Bruno, big up, my man. Thank you so much for the super chat. Means enough is enough. Immature children is what we got. We'll talk about it all. I put up a post on my YouTube community page. I said, look, it's in zombie hours. The match was at 2 a.m. Sydney time. 2 a.m. Sydney time. And you guys all know this season, like that time frame, I'm really struggling. Like, because I need to sleep. Maybe it's the age. Maybe I'm getting old. But on top of that, it's Ramadan, you know? I need to sleep so I can wake up for suhoor and eat. Eat so that I can fast for today. Some idiot put a comment saying, don't bring the religion excuse here. Do your work. You signed up for it. Do your work. You signed up for it. I signed up for what? And do what work? Can you imagine if I actually stayed up at 2 a.m. and affecting my sleep, which I've done for so many seasons? Can you imagine I did that again? Off the back of the nonsense that we saw against Leeds as well. I'm so glad I slept. Woke up, had food, then I started watching the game. And I have to say, once again, just like the Leeds game, Burnley weren't even in the game. And Ashraf's right, this is probably even worse because Burnley is worse than Leeds. But once again, the same result. Do you know, this week, I've been a little bit slack in terms of putting out videos because fasting, I'm a little bit tired and I just, what am I going to say, right? But there was one video that I wanted to do. I like the fact that Liam Rossignol allowed the players off the back of the Hull City FA Cup victory, allowed the players to go and enjoy a little bit of a break because we've got some bumper fixtures lined up right now. Not winning against Leeds, not winning against Burnley. We knew the fixtures that's lined up, right? We dropped 4 points. I thought, do you know what, Liam Rossignol? Big up to you. Kudos. You allowed the team to leave. You said, I want them to, get some sun. I've recommended them to get some sun because there's a lot of football coming up. Get a bit of break, recharge your batteries, recharge yourself. And I thought, you know what? Well done. That's a thoughtful manager. How many of us have managers that think that way? They think about your well-being. There's not that many managers out there, whether it's football, whether it's whatever kind of work you do. And I thought, you know what? Well done, Liam Rossignol. And I wanted to put a video out saying thank you to Liam Rossignol. And I also wanted to say this might actually now help us be really energized for the upcoming fixtures. Burnley are going to get smoked. We are going to now go on a mad run. We're going to take care of business against all of those other teams that are lined up. Arsenal, Aston Villa, Newcastle, Everton. I thought, yeah, this break's going to be good. Wow. Was I wrong? And I'm so glad I didn't do that video. I'm so glad, because that video would have been smoked by now. I thought, masterclass for allowing these players a little bit of break so that they can go and recharge. Do you know what? F these players, man. F these players. Time and time out, you've let us down, man. Time and time out, you've let us down. You don't deserve a break. We deserve a break. We deserve a break from you guys. All of us fans all across the world staying up in nonsense hours. Yeah, I might not have stayed up for this one, and rightly so, but I've done my dues. Do you know what I mean? I've done my due diligence before. Across the world, so many fans. You got your break. You're taking pictures with your underwear off, with your missus, having a very good time with your papu. So I got to watch myself. I'm fasting, but I'm feeling angry. Cole Palmer with the girl and the leg right across his body. Yeah, you're loving life, right? You're loving life. You're out there having a great break, and you're doing this. You're enjoying your break. You're giving your papu a nice therapy. And what do? You have all of that fun. And you come to the Chelsea home round, you come to Stamford Bridge, and you think, 1-0 up after what, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, fantastic, great start. 1-0 up, and then wow, let's just take it easy. Where's that killer mentality, man? Where's the killer instinct? Where's the killer attitude? It's Burnley, for God's sakes. You're at home. Smash him. Liam Rossignol saying post-match, I expected wave after wave after wave of attacks. What happened? So is it a case where the manager is saying one thing and the players are doing another thing? Is that what's happening? These players don't respect Liam Rossignol? Is that what's going on? Leeds as well. Luckily, we were 2-0 up. And we still squandered that. We should have scored 3, 4, 5, 6 against Leeds. Where's the killer mentality, man? Don't get me wrong. I like the way we control games now. Both Leeds and Burnley didn't even have a sniff of a chance. Both of them. But I have to say, Burnley, and we're going to come to that red card situation. Bam. I was going to say the B word. I can't. Wesley Fofana. We're going to come to you. After the red card, yeah, Burnley probably had a couple of chances. And we're going to come to that set piece, corner. Liam Rossignol had a lot to say post-match. Rossignol coming up post-match saying, we assigned the player to mark specifically Fleming or whatever his name is, man. Fleming. I think his name is Fleming. I don't even know most of these guys from Burnley. And Liam Rossinier said post-match, that player failed to mark Fleming. You got one instruction from your manager and you still can't carry it out. Your manager's going out there saying, full throttle, go at Burnley, go at them. And you just want to tip, tap around midfield. Yeah, it looks nice. It looks all nifty. It looks brilliant. Lots of control. But where's the cutthroat attitude? You've just had your holiday. You should have all the energy in the world. You should have all the energy. Your batteries should be recharged. You should be so excited. I don't get these players, man. I don't get them. You know, each and every one of us, right? Each and every one of us, we aspire to do something in life, right? I'm sure each and every one of you guys in the live chat, we're not footballers, but you're doing something. You're either working, you're either studying, or you're doing something, right? And you aspire to be something. Like me, for instance, every morning, I try and work my level best at work. I try to do my level best at home, be a good father, be a good husband, be a good son to my parents, be a good brother, all that. I aspire to do well at work. I aspire to do well at home. I aspire to do well in my religion. Go to Taraweeh, go and pray in the mosque. We all have an aspiration, right? We all aspire to do good. We all aspire to do good and achieve more, better. What are these players? I don't get it. What do you aspire for? As a collective, these players, what do you aspire for? 2 weeks in a row now. Leeds, Burnley. How could you? I thought after the Leeds game, there would have been rockets going up people's backside. That ensuring that, hey, guys, we can never, ever repeat this again. We can never. And then a week later, you do the same thing again. Against the opposition that's worse than Leeds. Incredible. Incredible. The entire 90 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. So nonchalant, like so carefree. It's almost as if we were still on holidays. We're still on holidays, enjoying with our, girlfriends, wives, partners, whatever. Still just in vacation, loving life. After the goal, honestly, after us scoring the goal, what did we really do? There were some couple of chances here and there, but we didn't take the game to Burnley. I don't understand. What are we waiting for? Why are we not taking the game to Burnley? And it's not as if Burnley is coming at us either. You're 1-0 up at Stamford Bridge. You go full throttle. You go, you know what? Now I'm going to cut you up. Now I'm going to slice you, cut you, carve you up. I'm going to score the second, the third. Players should be like, yeah, I'm going to score today. Players should be rubbing their hands, licking their lips and thinking, yeah, I'm gonna clean up. They don't have that aspiration. They just don't have that aspiration. I'm starting to think Liam Rossinier has more aspiration. Liam Rossinier has more aspiration than these players. We're going to talk about Cole Palmer. Don't worry. We will talk about every player. We will talk about every player. First up, Wesley Fofana. Let's talk about Wesley Fofana. Do you know what, Wesley Fofana? I like the way you've been defending this season. Don't get me wrong. You're suspect. You can be suspect. You can be suspect. But I like the way you've been operating this season. You've been given some time. You've been managed your partnership with Chalobah. Good. But Wesley Fofana, do you have a brain? Is there something there? Do you have one? Do you got a brain here? You know you're on a yellow card, brother, or you don't know. I'm certain you probably don't even know. I'm actually certain you didn't even know you're on yellow card. I'm certain. Fofana laughing after the red card. That footage, those clips are all over social media. This guy, he picks up a red card. Red card? Oh. What do you think red card is? Red card, well, time to go to the candy shop. You think red card means, oh, now I can go to the candy shop, pick up all the candies. This guy's having a laugh. There's no remorse. There's no anger. He's laughing. He's looking at the he's looking at his teammates. Wow. Are you stupid? It just shows that you had no idea you were on a yellow card. And that in itself is so stupid. This is the problem with this team. The lack of awareness. No one's aware. Caicedo, when he's giving away penalty against Leeds, not aware. No, my head's somewhere else. I'm playing video games somewhere else, or I'm banging someone somewhere else. They're unaware. Sometimes the strikers are unaware. Sometimes players are unaware. You're on a yellow card. What made you so excited to go after that player? And if you're going to go for the challenge, make sure you get the ball. And if you're going to get the ball, don't follow through and knock the player out. Have some common sense, man. You're only 1-0 up. You can see the score, no? Are you not even aware of the score? Some of these players, are you actually aware of the game situation or not? Are you actually aware of the game situation or not? You can see we're leading only 1-0. You're on a yellow card. Yeah, let's go in heavy. Let's pick up that second yellow. Let's get a red card. And now let's really put the team under pressure. You thought, nah, let's test these lot out. Let's test these guys out. Look, don't get me wrong. What he's facing right now in social media, wrong. Absolutely wrong. No players, no individual deserves to get that kind of messages on social media, DMs and whatnot. To those people, you're absolutely dirty and you're the filth of this world. You're filth. You're proper filth. You're disgusting for doing that. But I want to say one thing. Wesley Fofana, why? If I screw up and I publicly screw up, I'm not going and checking my DMs to see what people are writing to me. Let me tell you something. This is the same thing that with Vinicius Jr. Look, don't get me wrong. I've faced racism as well in my life. My son's 8 and he's faced racism as well. It's wrong. We need to educate people. However, let me tell you, newsflash, you ain't stopping it. Nonsense people have been there from the beginning and they will be there till the end. You are not stopping nonsense people. Especially after that type of a performance, you picked up a red card. As I said, I am not supporting these nonsense people sending him DM. But what are you going and checking your DMs for? Why are you on social media checking. Oh, let me just see what people are writing to me. What do you think people are going to write to you, bro? Why are you so focused on what's on your Instagram? You should be focused on, man, I let my teammates down. I let my fans down. You're focused on, oh, look at all these people sending me abuse. You're never going to stop that, Wesley. No footballer, no human being. As I said, I've faced racism as well. Have I been able to? I've tried to educate them, but have I been able to eradicate racism off the face of the earth? No. You're more focused about people abusing you. And I said, and I repeat, don't get it misconstrued. Those people are wrong. They are wrong. But I can choose to, right now is not the time to bring them forward and show, oh, look what people are doing to me. People are forever going to do that kind of nonsense. There's idiots out there. You're not going to eradicate them all. Sometimes there's idiots on the live chat. I can't eradicate that. But you're more focused on social media. That's Wesley Fofana. Now, Cole Palmer. Do you know what? Cole Palmer, he looked lively. He did look lively. He looked lively. There's a couple of really, really good passes, but also there's moments where he's made poor choices, poor decisions. And how long can we all keep saying, oh, but it's been an injury, sort of injury-prone season for Cole Palmer? How long can we keep using that excuse? Against Leeds as well. What a big opportunity right at the end against Leeds, and Palmer fluffed that. And you know what? Cole Palmer, he probably hasn't been massively criticized about that post-match, because we were more thinking about how did we squander the two-goal lead. Fair enough, but we shouldn't forget, Cole Palmer, you missed a big chance to get us out of jail in that match. And then this game as well. When we need you to be far more clinical, we need you to be far more ruthless. You get upset when you get substituted. Okay, I understand you're a professional footballer. You're going to get upset. You're not going to appreciate when you get taken off. I get it. But you've had your moments in that game to make sure Chelsea are beyond. What did you do? What did you do? Call it what it is. He missed a completely open net, 0.9 XG. There you go, man. Richie, big up my man. We're not getting top formers. We'll talk about all of that. Don't worry. We'll talk about all of that. Cole Palmer, I don't know. Once again, you seem to have a really good holiday. Your girlfriend, you, some pictures all over social media. She's got her legs all over you. You definitely made sure your growing injury, the area that you have the problem, where we've been trying to manage you, you seem to have made sure to utilize that area nicely during this break. You should have come back from the holidays full of energy. Full of energy. Exactly right. Didn't Palmer say he's enjoying freedom under Rossignol? You're enjoying the freedom. You're in good areas of the field where you want to operate in. We need goals now. We need goals. We need you to make better decisions. And once again, you've let us down, man. Both of these games, Leeds and Burnley, they should have been 3 points. They should have been 3 points each, 6 points in the bag. I can't believe we're in this situation where they're not 6 points. At this rate, how can you advocate for Cole Palmer to go to the World Cup? Do you deserve it? Do you deserve it? You got to do the business for Chelsea first before you can think about the World Cup, mate. And I don't know what your mates are saying. Another guy, oh man, social media era is crazy, you know. Another guy, his friends on social media, Tunde or whatever his name is, man. Some guy named Tunde putting out high chance, high probability, highly likely he's going to go to Man United. Is that where your headspace is now? Is that what you're thinking, Cole Palmer? Cole Palmer used to be a serious level footballer, you know. He used to be serious before. And as I said, he's had injuries this season. He's been out of the team. He's been out of form for a while. It looked like recently maybe he might have turned a corner. But how long can we keep producing excuses? And at this moment, I have to say, how serious are you? How serious are you about Chelsea? How serious are you? Are you thinking somewhere else? You think about going to United? As I big up my man, I'm done with Palmer. I can leave, costing us points. Stephen, he's getting the bag at United. Blueco Project stressing him out. We've got some big fixtures coming up, and we need Cole Palmer to get his finger out of his ass. That's putting it politely. Get your finger out of your backside. The fan base gives you a lot of praise, including myself. It's time you start delivering the goods. It's been a while since you've had a good run. Club statement. What's the club? I did notice that. What is the club statement? What's the club statement? Chelsea Football Club is appalled and disgusted by vile online racist abuse directed at Wesley Fofana. The targeted racist abuse Wes has been subjected to following today's Premier League fixture against Burnley is abhorrent and will not be tolerated. Such behavior is completely unacceptable and runs counter to the values of the game and everything we stand for as a club. There is no room for racism. We stand unequivocally with Wes. He has our full support, as do all our players who are too often forced to endure this hatred simply for doing their job. We'll work with the relevant authorities and platforms in identifying the perpetrators and take the strongest possible action. As I said, to those people that are doing those nonsense comments on the DMs of players, you're the absolute filth of this world. I've said it. But at the same time, I know the world is full of filth. I know the world is full of filth. Is this the time I'm going to bring it forward? We have just finished a match where our players have not performed to the level that we know they can. Our manager is angry. We've dropped points again. Can we talk about the game instead? Can we talk about the game? Racism is wrong at every level. Racism is wrong. And I keep saying it. I've faced racism myself. But right now, we need to address what took place. Now, Liam Ross in your post-match said a player was given a task to Mark Fleming. Who's that player? Who was given the task to Mark Fleming? I'm pretty sure it was Tosin, no? I'm pretty sure it was Tosin, right? Who's the player that was given the task? Who is the player? Tosin. You guys all agree. It was clear. He comes on, and you know what? As soon as I saw Tosin in the sideline and he was getting prepared to come on, my heart palpitation rose. I was getting worried. I was getting scared. I was getting scared. So many things to talk about in regards to Tosin. And this is a very good point as well. Why did he bring him on? Wesley Fofana gets red carded. Why Tosin? Why not Mamadou Sarr? Why not Achapong? Why Tosin? And this is where Liam Rossignol needs to take some blame, but at the same time, Tosin as well. Tosin, you must be another stupid individual, you know. You must be. Tosin almost gave away a foul prior to that. I think it was 1v1, something, whether he held on to him or the player held on to Tosin, I don't know. It went our way. Tosin was the last man, by the way, on that situation as well. First up, Tosin. Are you stupid? Okay, you can't follow instructions. Literally, before Tosin was coming on in the subs area, they were going through instructions with him, page after page. Is that too much to comprehend? Is that too much information, Tosin, for your little brain? Is that way too much information? Brother, you had one task. Rossignol said post-match, we know the aerial threat from Fleming and Barnes. Player was given a task. I'm not going to throw them in, under the bus. You kind of have anyway, Liam Rossignol. You have. But in this case, rightly so. We shouldn't be in that position anyway. We should be 2, 3, 4 ahead. But nonetheless, 1-0, only moments to go in the match. You see it off. You see it off. I can't even blame Rossignol too much because he wanted the game to go one way. The game went another way because the players didn't go full throttle in attack. Okay, no problems. Now there's final few minutes left. Liam Rossignol's thinking, let's just see it off. It's 1-0. We'll see it off. This Burnley team, they should not be able to do anything about it. Tosin, you got one instruction. Mark Fleming. And you can't even do that. Well, you can't see where's Fleming? When the corner's coming, before the corner, everyone's setting up. You can't see where Fleming is. You can't see him. You think he's John Cena. You can't see me. You think Fleming's John Cena. You can't see him. Tosin thinks Fleming's John Cena. Zach, big up to you. Another issue is allowing these players to go on holiday and they are fifth. What a joke. They should be training 3 times a week and sleeping at Cobham. What a free header for Fleming. Wow. You could not have asked for any more freedom than that. He's allowed. Fleming's thinking, this is beautiful. Fleming's going, oh, this, is it my birthday, guys? Is this my birthday? Given all the freedom, no one's marking me. I'm running around, I'm waiting for the delivery to come where it's coming, and then I'm going to make my run, and then, and I'm going to place it brilliantly. All those centre backs at that time, Mamadou Sarr, Achapong, Chalobah, Tosin. There were so many defenders at that time. There was Delap as well with his height. Yeah, and they almost scored again. And they almost scored again at the end. Like as if the first time the header was not... This is the thing, right, Stephen? This is the thing. What a comment from Stephen. Burnley almost scored again. This is how unserious these lot are, man. This is how unserious they are. They don't learn from their mistake. So many mistakes this season. So many mistakes this season, and these lot just can't seem to learn. They don't learn the lesson. Do you know, I remember when I was a kid, my mum, you know, big up to parents that, yeah, sometimes you got to hit your kids, you know. Me personally, I don't. I yell and I tell them, hey, but my mum was old school mum. You messed up, pow. Shoes, belt, the lot. You messed up, boy. You're gonna now pay for the mistake. And it wasn't as if mum would like do that to me if I just made some silly small mistake. No, if I made a big mistake, like I'll tell you something. I think I was 6 years old. I still remember this, or maybe 5. I remember because it was a lesson in life. My granddad, he had his trousers hung up on the door hook, and he had his wallet in the back pocket. And I thought, I know there's a really lovely candy shop downstairs. Boy, I could do with some candy. If I had some cash, I could quickly go downstairs. It's right next to my building. Get some candy, come upstairs. No one will even know. So I see my granddad's trouser, and I see the wallet just hanging out. I'm going, all right. That's enticing. That's delicious. I get the wallet out from the trouser. I look at the wallet. Ooh, some notes. All right, I'm gonna have some of this. Put it in my pocket. Put the wallet back. I go downstairs, get candy. I come home, and I'm having candies. I'm loving it. And I make sure I have all the candies before no one's seen. The crime scene is taken care of. I was only 5 or 6, right? I'm stupid. Like as if they wouldn't know. As if my granddad wouldn't know how much money was left in his wallet. My granddad, I love him. Smart man. He knew, but he didn't do anything about it. He just told my mum that, hey, I think Miz, he took some money from the wallet. I'm pretty sure he didn't say to my mom, don't do anything about it. Like, I'm just letting you know. But don't be too harsh on him, right? My mom that day, I still remember. She goes to me, come here. I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't know what was going on, right? She goes, see that room over there? Go there now. I go, okay. All right. I went to the room, sat down. I go, Mom, what's going on? Then she entered the room and she closed the door and she locked the room. At that point, I shit myself. When she locked the room, I shit myself. I was like, why are you locking the room? It's just you and me now in this room. Why are you locking it? Like, no one can see us now. Then she got my dad's trouser. There's a belt. She first got the trouser. She showed me, and she got the belt out. She put the trouser back, and she's smashing the belt on the ground like that. I am packing it at this moment. I am like, I'm praying. Straight away, I was on my knees, and I was saying to my mom, I'm so, I don't know I don't know what's going on. I'm not sure. I'm sorry for whatever I've done. And she goes, you don't know what you've done. I go, and then I made my second mistake. Crack! Smashed me on my back. Smashed. She didn't hold back. She absolutely cracked the belt on my back. And I said, I remember now. I took some money from from granddad. I just went downstairs, had some candy. I will never ever do it again. I will never ever do it again. Then she goes, put your hand out like that. Put your hand out like that. I go, why? I go, Mom, I'm sorry. She goes, no, put your hand out like that. Put it out like that. I still remember it, man. I put it out like that. And she went crack with the belt on my hand. I'll tell you what. I never ever stole in my life again. I never ever even thought about stealing in my life again. I was only 5, 6. I never stole. I made one mistake. I got punished for it. And I never ever made that mistake again. And I made sure anyone else ever did that kind of stuff again, I made sure, hey, don't. Like I tell my son and my daughter, don't steal. I catch you stealing, it's over for you. So these footballers that we have, they make a mistake, critical mistake, unbelievably critical mistake. There's no remorse. You get a red card. You're smiling. You're unaware of the game. You give away penalties. You squander 2-0 lead. Allow the opposition who've done nothing in the game, allow them nicely back into the game. You do all of this all throughout the season with no remorse, with no repercussion, with no accountability. How? You make a mistake. Okay. You've been told, don't do that again. Focus, concentrate, don't make the mistake. Okay, do you know what? You made a second mistake a while later. All right. Hey, you made a mistake first time and you said you're not going to allow for that again. You're going to work on that. You made a mistake again, albeit a while later. No problems. Make sure it don't happen. How is someone like Tosin, mistake after mistake after mistake after how? And this is why it's on now. Now you got to say, Rosinho, what are you doing? Enzo Maresca had to go through the same nonsense with Tosin. Enzo Maresca, and for some reason, Maresca kept on utilizing Tosin as well. This is why I hate when I see briefings that, oh, Tosin's one of the leaders. He's great to have around the group. He's a leader. What type of leader are you, bro? Simple instructions cannot be followed. Multiple mistakes on a regular basis and you still get away with it. Tosin should be grabbed by his ear and thrown out of the football club. How the hell Tosin made it through the January transfer window, I've got no idea. I've got no idea how Tosin made it through the January transfer window. To all the people, whoever was involved in bringing Tosin to the football club, you need to be accountable as well. What were you thinking? What were you thinking? And I hope now, Liam Rossignol, you've now publicly come out and said someone was assigned to Mark Fleming and they didn't do it. You've now mentioned this. I will be so ruthless towards Liam Rossignol. If I see Tosin again, whether he's coming off the bench, whether he's starting, whatever, if I see Tosin again, Rossignol, next time it's on you. You also, Liam, you don't get to make the same mistakes over and over again. I hope he's been coming out. Liam Rossignol once again said today, I'm learning who I can rely on when things get tough. I'm learning. Well, I hope you're learning, man. I hope you're learning. Leeds, 2 goals up, let down. This game, embarrassing. Rossignol, I'm learning about the people who you can lean on when things aren't going your way and you need to see a game out. Absolutely. 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 These law, and this is why I get so annoyed. Some parts of the fan base, they get excited with more young kids. Oh, that kid is doing well over there. Bring Chelsea, bring. This team needs beasts. It needs animals. It's got some talented players, man. It really does. It's got some talented players, but it's also got a lot of flimsy players as well. We need to get rid of these flimsy players. We need to. And then we need to replace them, not with more kids, because I know, and this is where I have so much problems with the ownership. The owners would have seen this entire season, and you know what they would have said? I'm pretty sure the owners, this is how the meeting's going to be at the end of the season. The owners would have assessed all of this nonsense throughout the season, and then Iqbali sitting with, Paul Winstonley, Lawrence Stewart, whoever else, Joe Shields, whatnot. Bowley's there as well, maybe. And they're going, we've seen all the footage of this season. I think we know who to get. I think I have a solution. They're probably talking amongst themselves. Yeah, I think I know exactly what this team needs. Who's the best 18-year-old out there? Because that's exactly what this team needs. The next best, out of this world, amazing, talented 18-year-old. That's what we need. This is what they're going to say. And then they're going to throw out the briefs for this on social media, and some of the fans, they'll blow. Oh, this 18, yes, we need him. He's a must. And they ruin their pants. Liam Rossignol, big up to him, to at least he's starting to clock what's going on. He's starting to clock what's going on. But, Liam Rossignol, past managers have said a lot of things publicly, and it didn't go nicely with the owners, because all of these players are looked at as assets. You want to publicly talk about some of these players. You want to talk about, ooh, I now know who I can lean on and who I can't during hard times. assigned a player to mark and the player didn't mark. We as a fan base, we love it. We love it. We love the fact that you're talking this way. But Liam, past managers have talked like this and they've lost their job. Because these owners, they look at each of these players as assets. These owners, they look at each of these players as assets, and you want to talk down about those assets publicly, my asset valuation, the value of these assets will go down. How dare you? This is why we're going to be forever in this loop. Now we're hearing news about certain player who was approached for a new contract has denied talking about or declined talking about a new contract until the end of the season. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised some of these players are declining the invitation to talk about a contract extension when we don't know what the future is for this season. We don't know. Can we say guaranteed we're making Champions League football next season? Yeah, Ashraf, you're right. They're not sure about Champions League football. Four points. 2 against Leeds, 2 against Burnley, squandered. 4 points. It don't mean nothing to Chelsea Football Club, to these players. It means nothing to them. And to these owners. Now comes the tough fixtures, and now the battle is on. Now, can you make it to Champions League? You don't make it to Champions League next season, I'm telling you, it's going to be a wild summer window. I'm telling you right now. It's going to be a wild summer window. And, ooh, look who we got next. Arsenal, a team that we're begging everyone else. We are begging Manchester City. Oh, Manchester City, please go on a winning run so Arsenal don't win the league. Oh, Spurs, I know you are so shit. You are embarrassing. And rightly so. You need to be embarrassed. You're absolutely filth. You're an absolute filth, Spurs. Look at the nonsense your club's up to. But we, as a fan base, going Spurs. North London derby. More than you can believe, Spurs. Do something against Arsenal. Can we do something against Arsenal? Can we do something against Arsenal? When are we going to do something against Arsenal? Look at our record against Arsenal, man. And this Arsenal, honestly speaking, they're not even that good. If anything, probably just from a defensive standpoint. And even then, they're leaking goals. This Arsenal, if it ends up winning the Premier League, it's not even a good team. So many people out there they big up this Arsenal. Wolves just made a comeback from 2-0 down. Brentford should have won. And, the list goes on. I think they've only got 2 out of 7. But are we going to do something next weekend? We've had a draw against Leeds. We've had a draw against Burnley. And next up, see, it would have been nice had we got win against Burnley, win against Leeds, moving to Arsenal fixture. Okay, all right, we're in good form. Now what do we do? And we don't have Wesley Fofana. Someone was saying, who is it? Is it Pedro Neto or João? One of the Pedros. Apparently he's suspended as well. I don't know. Cucurella is not available already. Who's going to be in defense? Our defense is our biggest issue this year. Well, you'd think, oh my days, Tosin. It's probably going to be Tosin. I hope it's Mamadou Sarr, please. But if it's Tosin against Arsenal, I suggest we don't even watch the game. If Tosin actually starts against Arsenal, I suggest we don't even watch the game. And do you know what? He probably will. Because Arsenal's all about set pieces and throw-ins and corners. Tosin will start for his height. The biggest Fugazi attribute that Tosin has, height. I have never seen this brother utilize that height for any good. I've never ever seen Tosin utilize his height. I've never seen him tower over players and headering it and towering over defenders and winning duels. I've never seen this guy do that. But he has height. I'm so disappointed, man, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so disappointed, so angry. Angry. I am hungry and angry. I'm so angry. I won't be surprised, man. I won't be surprised if some of our better players at the end of this season, they start thinking elsewise. Like, do you know what I mean? They start thinking elsewhere. I won't be surprised. Cucurella's got 2 years left in his contract. I don't know whether he's the player that has declined to have a conversation about a contract extension. He's only improved his salary. He's not improved his contract terms. Don't get Champions League. I'm telling you, it's going to be so detrimental. I'm telling you right now, if you do not get Champions League, we're done. We're finito. We're finito. Because Europa League just doesn't cut it. If you don't qualify for the Champions League, and do you know what? That's the bare minimum. I'm sick and tired of just qualifying for Champions League. Just qualify for Champions League. I'm sick and tired of that. We should be going out there trying to win the Premier League. Every season, we're trying our level best. We're just scrambling. We're scrambling. We're on the ground like, people, it's that meme. Pep Guardiola pulling Arteta's leg in a muddy situation, pulling his leg, can't even reach to the Premier League title. We're like that for top 5 positions. We're like that for Champions League positions. Mazen, big up. Established players don't have to cost a lot. Look at how much Lookman. That's a very good point. Lookman, what a player, man. Look at what he's doing at Atletico Madrid. I even said it on social media when Lookman's transfer was happening. This is the kind of player we should be looking at. Lookman. Shirky. Cost compared to the impact. That's smart business right there. We don't do that, man. Honestly, if we bottle the top 5 position, I think we might be done for. Honestly, we might be done for. We might be done for. I want top 4 and a trophy this season, non-negotiable. Yeah. We might be done for. Yeah, of course. Lockman is 28. We don't do that here. We don't do that. Ms. Maresca regretted playing Tosin ahead of Josh. Let's hope Liam has learned it now and stops playing this tosser. But it definitely is coming from the top owners because it's increasing market value. Increasing what market value? It's decreasing our points. I don't know what market value it's increasing because he keeps making mistakes. But it's decreasing our points. Big up Harris, a bit of our topic. Who's worse, Tosin or Bakayoko? Both. Maybe Tosin. Bakayoko was bad too. Now the fixtures that we have, they're epic, man. They're epic fixtures coming up. Till the end of the season, there's some big fixtures coming up, and now we have seriously jeopardized, we have seriously put our Champions League position in mad jeopardy. Mad jeopardy. This board signed Bonanote, who can't even play for Leeds. There you go. Way too many incompetent decision making, just incompetency everywhere. Thankfully, Villa dropping points too. Who cares, bro? Like, we just cancel each other out. Problem is Liverpool. Liverpool gonna catch up. Bro, we've already talked about this. Okay. Talk about the club. See, this is where I have to be careful. I'll repeat it one last time. Racism is wrong. I've faced racism. Okay? I've faced racism. My son has faced racism. He's only 8. You're not going to eradicate bad people from this world. They've been from the start of time, and they will be till the end of time. Racism is wrong. We need to educate, and education needs to start from home, schools, workplace, everywhere. But you're still not going to stop it. However, having said all of that, today there was a match. Today, some absolute foolery, effery took place. Can we talk about the match? Is that all right? You said this squad is good enough to compete. I'm telling you from the beginning, this squad just isn't good enough. Accept the reality and stop being delusional. Maybe you're right. Maybe you are right. Maybe you are right. Maybe I'm the stupid one to think. I just thought that there's a lot of talent in this group. If they can focus, that's the problem. They can't focus. They can't focus. They can't focus. If they can focus, then we can make something fruitful out of this season, but they can't focus. The problem isn't the talent. The problem is they just can't focus. They can't be asked. They're so unserious. Fuzzbrain, big up. Don't worry, we'll buy a youngster to distract everyone from today's result. Oh, yeah, of course. Of course we will. Of course we will. Anywho, ladies and gentlemen, I know it's quite late for each and every one of you guys. We'll see what we can do post iftar. Once iftar happens later on for me today, we'll see. Maybe we come live, or I don't know. Yeah. Now the season is really up in the air. Now the season is really up in the air. Big up to each and every one of you guys that has tuned in. Make sure you guys smash up the like button. If you've just tuned in, watch the whole thing. Comment to all the live chat people as well. Comment below. Let me know your thoughts. Here comes Mike Obafemi. Miz just complaining as always. What a way to end the show. What a way to end the show. Smash up the like button. Hype. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Do all of that. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Until then, take care. See ya. Bye.